The boss smiled and said, "Congratulations, you're fired." I nodded, handed over my laptop, and said, "Good luck with the investor demo tomorrow." As security escorted me out, I smiled. The hidden code would activate in 10 minutes. The result was, I spent 18 months developing a groundbreaking cybersecurity system capable of predicting and neutralizing attacks before they even began. Titan Tech seemed like the perfect place to bring it to life, well-funded, innovative, and equipped with all the resources I needed. But what I didn't realize was that CEO Brandon Holt had a very different plan: wait until my project was nearly complete, then steal it. My name is Maya Lin, and until yesterday, I was the lead AI architect at Titan Tech. I had left a stable, high-paying job at Microsoft to join this promising startup, bringing with me years of expertise and an idea I believed could revolutionize the cybersecurity industry. My creation, Sentinel Shield, was named after the ever-vigilant guardians in mythology. It could identify attack patterns before they fully materialized, generating adaptive defenses in real time. For a year and a half, I poured everything into this project, working 80-hour weeks to build Sentinel Shield from the ground up. Brandon would occasionally stop by my lab, making small talk, reviewing progress reports, and flashing that signature corporate smile, the kind that never quite reached his eyes. "Brilliant work, Maya," he'd say. "The board is ecstatic about your progress." 3 days ago, I reached a critical milestone. Sentinel Shield successfully intercepted and neutralized a highly sophisticated cyberattack simulation, all without human intervention. Not only did it work, but it exceeded expectations, identifying vulnerabilities I hadn't even explicitly programmed it to detect. The AI was learning. Evolving. Excited by the breakthrough, I immediately scheduled a meeting with Brandon to present the results. His assistant, Rachel, squeezed me in for a brief 15-minute slot the next afternoon. When I arrived at his office, I found not just Brandon, but also the company's legal counsel, Andrea Fields, waiting for me. "Have a seat, Maya," Brandon gestured to the chair across from him, his expression unreadable. "Andrea is just here as a formality." Something in his tone made my stomach drop. I sat down, gripping my laptop, ready to showcase the demo. "Before we discuss Sentinel Shield," Brandon continued, sliding a document across the table, "we need to address some concerns about your employment agreement." Andrea cleared her throat, her voice devoid of emotion. "Section 14.3 of your contract states that any intellectual property developed using company resources belongs exclusively to Titan Tech." I nodded, already anticipating where this was going. I'm aware of standard IP clauses, but Sentinel Shield was conceptualized long before I joined Titan Tech. I have documentation proving that. Andrea barely blinked. "While you may have had a basic idea, the fully functional system was developed here, on Titan Tech's time, using Titan Tech's resources." Brandon leaned forward, the pretense of friendliness dropping. "Let's be honest, Maya. Sentinel Shield belongs to Titan Tech. The board believes your compensation package is more than fair for your contribution." I frowned. "Compensation package?" He gave a thin smile. "Your contract includes a success bonus. You'll receive a one-time payment of $300,000 once Sentinel Shield launches. That's more than generous by industry standards." The words hit me like a punch. $300,000, for a system that would be worth billions. For 18 months of relentless work. For my research. My innovation. Brandon, oblivious to my growing fury, continued. "Tomorrow, I'll be presenting Sentinel Shield to our biggest investors. We expect to secure an additional $75 million in funding. After that, we officially announce Titan Tech's groundbreaking new cybersecurity solution." I stared at him, my hands tightening into fists. "You're firing me?" Andrea sighed. "We're transitioning you out. Effective immediately, of course, with your bonus. Congratulations, Maya." Brandon smirked, a predator who had cornered his prey. "Your employment is officially terminated." But what he didn't realize was that I had anticipated this betrayal. And Sentinel Shield? Let's just say I had coded in a little surprise. A legal team confirmed that Sentinel Shield belonged to Titan Tech under my contract. Technically. I should have fought back. Threatened legal action. Caused a scene. But instead, a strange calm settled over me. They expected resistance. They were prepared for it. What they didn't know was that I was prepared too. 6 months ago, I discovered that Brandon had accessed my secure development server after hours. Nothing had been taken, but the intrusion set off an alert I had embedded in the system. From that moment, I began building safeguards, not just to protect Sentinel Shield from external threats, but from internal ones too. I nodded, keeping my expression neutral, and handed over my laptop. "Of course, Mr. Holt," I said smoothly. "Good luck with the investor demo tomorrow." Security escorted me back to my office, watching closely as I packed my personal belongings into a cardboard box. Now you can watch the second part by pressing share and more.